Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to look at how we do the firmware update procedure of the Roland AE-10. So if you've just bought a new Aerophone, or if you've had one for a while, it's always a good idea to keep a check on the Roland website. There are some updates that occasionally come up for the firmware. This updates the Aerophone, sometimes adds new sounds, and sometimes corrects some bugs and makes general improvements. You'll need an Aerophone. By the way, it's a good idea if you plug it into the mains when you're doing this procedure. You need a USB cable and of course a computer to access the file. It's not a bad idea before you start, if you can, to connect it to the Roland app either on an iOS device or on the Android device and do a backup. Just to make sure that all your settings are going to be safe there. Now this procedure shouldn't spoil any of your settings, but just in case, it's not a bad idea to do that. So let's get started on the update procedure. So you need to navigate to the Roland website, and if you just scroll down you can click on downloads here and you'll get this link, which is at the moment for version 2.2, and you can click on that. It'll give you some information about how to update the Aerophone and also what number we're on, what procedure we're on, and all the details are there for you to read. You have to click on I agree and download the file. Now it's a good idea to check what version number you're on with your Aerophone. So if you have a look on your Aerophone, press the menu key and then navigate pretty much all the way over as far as you can to the right, and you can see here you get to version number. Now on mine, this current Aerophone, you can see it's on version 2.03. Well, the latest one at the time of this video is 2.20, so this Aerophone is out of date and we could do with an update. We're going to connect the Aerophone with a USB cable straight into this USB connector that's underneath sort of where your right hand goes, and then what you need to do is hold down this 2-octave down button, the round button, the lowest one of the octave keys. Hold that down as you turn on the power, and remember we're connected to the mains here just for safety. And you can see that on the screen it came up and said update, and now it's saying waiting. So we've downloaded our file onto the computer and we've got the AE-10 connected. Now if we click on this AE-10 folder up here, it's very much the same as when you connect perhaps to a camera, when you've connected in a memory card from a camera. And you can see when you open that up, it's empty. There's nothing in there at all. So what we need to do is we go to that folder where we downloaded the file from the Roland website, and I've opened that file. Now we don't drag across the whole folder. We have to open the folder, and inside there is a little file which is called AE10 underscore, then there's an up.bin. Now it's that file that we simply get hold of, drag it across into the AE10 folder. Now that happens very quickly and it sends through to the Aerophone. And you can see on the Aerophone it's been saying there waiting for a little while. Now this is where things can vary a little bit. If you're on a Mac computer, you can try pressing the eject button there. And if you're on a PC, I haven't used a PC for about 15 years, but I think there's a similar eject button on that as well. Now, as you can see, my Aerophone is still saying waiting. And what I found is, for my setup here, to initiate the update process, I have to pull out the USB cable. So I'm just disconnecting the USB cable, and now you can see it says loading, and it's writing, and it's giving us a percentage there as well. So we just wait for that to go through. It doesn't take very long at all. Now, once that's done, we've really done the update. But it's a good idea to do a factory reset. Now you can see it says it's finished, so that update has happened. And if you turn off the Aerophone and turn it back on again, now you might find everything's fine, but it's not a bad idea sort of to flush out the internal memory. Now, you should be okay doing this. You won't lose any of your programmed sounds, any edits that you've made yourself, you shouldn't lose. Now the way that I do this is, again, if you press menu and go all the way over to where it says factory reset, which is almost at the end there, this one, factory reset set, okay? Now if we just press menu and the yes button, it's working, it's done it straight away, and you should find now, if you have a look, this is now on version 2.20. You should have your own sounds still in there, and as I say, if you've done an iOS or Android app backup as well, that's just an extra precaution just in case any of your sounds got lost. There's going to be another video very soon about what's happened with the changes in this current 2.20 firmware. So please watch out for that as well. Don't forget to click that like button, it really helps, and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you managed to do this, and hope you're enjoying the updates that are still coming quite frequently from Roland for the Aerophone. Thanks for watching.